Hello everyone, your voice here and welcome to the channel Sansevieria 101. So for this episode, we're going to feature another unconfirmed species of Sansevieria, and this is very similar to the previous episode that we have featured, which is the Sansevieria fat banana. And like I said, it is part of the unconfirmed species of Sansevieria because we cannot figure out or we cannot pinpoint which species they belong to, but the closest species that they resemble is the Rorida species of Sansevieria. So what I'm showing you right now is tagged in the market as sexy banana. It might be the same or similar to what is posted in groups as Sansevieria banana, which is we specify in here as sexy banana because of the form of the leaves and how they grow. I'm going to show you how it would look like. Actually, this part right here is the offset. The one in the middle is the initial plant that I grew, and this is how they would grow offsets or reproduce for that matter. There is a long stolon that would sometimes go out of the pot or stay in the pot. This one has gone out of the pot, but I have already transferred it to a bigger pot so that it can accommodate the offset for this particular Sansevieria, which is unconfirmed. So like I said, maybe they are part of the Rorida species of Sansevieria. I've said that because of the shape of the leaf tips, which is this one. The leaf tips of Rorida are very similar because before they go to or they grow the the sharp leaf tips, they would have this part here, which is like a tube-like part before they would grow this very sharp tip. So this is the leaf that looks like banana, and then you can see that in this part it will grow very narrow and tube-like in form before it would be or before it comes up with the spike of the plant itself or the leaf tip, which is very sharp for this particular Sansevieria species. So again, it has been assumed as a species because nobody has claimed it as their own hybrid, or whether they bred or bred it. Nobody claimed it, just appeared in the market, so some of the experts would assume it to be part of the species group of Sansevieria because it just suddenly appeared in the market as Sansevieria fat banana. That's the previous one, and this one would be Sansevieria sexy banana. So this is how it would look like, sexy banana. So to compare, I did bring the fat banana with me, and like I mentioned, this is how fat banana looks like in comparison to the sexy banana. Later on we can perhaps take measurements of them, but right now I'm discussing the characteristics of sexy banana. So sexy banana would have longer perhaps in terms of leaf growth, and the growth would really be curved downwards. As such, it's curved downwards in comparison to the fat banana, which is shorter, having shorter leaf growth, but they are very plump, they are very thick in comparison to the thinner Sansevieria sexy banana. So those are one of or few of the differences I can point out in terms of giving out offset. Sansevieria sexy banana is just similar to Sansevieria fat banana, which is having a stolon, although I have buried the stolons for this one, and then adjusted it so that this spot can cater to this offset. But it was also having, if I can move it, perhaps I can show you. I'm careful because they take up a lot of horizontal linear space, but this is how the reproductive method, or the giving out of offset method. So you would see that it has as well stolons running, and then this one went down and gone up on the backside for Sansevieria fat banana. In comparison to, still the same, you have the stolons, but this one didn't go at the back part, but just have gone to the side. So they were actually planted in a smaller pot, maybe 8-inch pot perhaps, in comparison to right now, which is about 10-inch or 12-inch pot, which is bigger, that can accommodate some of its offsets when they decide to grow more offsets for me. So they will take, they can cater to larger space compared to the previous pot which I planted them. Previous pot, they were really looking for greener pasture. They would come out of the pot, then they would grow air roots. I'm not sure if I can show you, but perhaps I have already used it as a thumbnail for this particular episode for Sansevieria sexy banana. So again, this is fat banana and sexy banana. I could perhaps clip the camera so that we can get measurements from them. So let's see if I can accommodate both of them in one space so that I can give you a better comparison. Alright, so when handling the Sansevieria bananas, you have to be careful how to position them, because like I mentioned, the leaf tips are really sharp, and if you're not careful, it would damage them both, and they can easily puncture each other. So this is fat banana in the front, and that is sexy banana at the back part. So those are the two plants that I have purchased with the idea. Okay, so folks, I think I have pressed the stop button for the record, so I'll just have to make some adjustments over here to make sure that I am just going to connect the two videos that was cut short. But right now what I'm showing you is Sansevieria fat banana, and at the back would be sexy banana. So what we'll do now is we'll take measurements. So for fat banana, you have to use the measuring tape, because the leaf is curved, somewhat curved, and you won't be able to take the exact measurements if you're using a straight ruler. So this one is ending up at 15 inches for the longest leaf for Sansevieria fat banana. The other one is 12 inches. So we'll just record the following leaf length from again 12 inches to 16 inches. This smaller offset is about having the leaf length of 10.5 inches, and for Sansevieria sexy banana, which I think is longer, it would be, well, they would, it would appear that they would just be same length with the longest leaf of fat banana, although you would see that fat banana would have shorter leaf upon assuming that by looking or just by observing, because they're chunkier they would look shorter, but no, they have the same leaf length of the initial plants that I have grown. For the offset, the longest leaf would be, alright, that's a bit harder to measure. The longest leaf is really at 16 inches as well, so that's how similar these two plants are. So with the exception of measuring how thick the leaves would be, because that would be the most distinct characteristics between the two. So I'll have to set it to 0 and first measure this very thick fat banana, and the measure would be at 45.5 when you measure it horizontally. That's a horizontal measure. Vertical measure of the plant would still be similar. This one is chunkier, I would say, because I'm measuring 50 millimeters for that. I think that's the chunkiest leaf that I can find for Sansevieria fat banana. So for the sexy banana, we'll try with the offset as well. So we ended up measuring 50 millimeters for how thick the Sansevieria fat banana would be versus the 31.2 thickness of Sansevieria sexy banana. The other one, just about the same, 30.3 millimeters for the thickness of the Sansevieria sexy banana. So in terms of how thick the leaves, fat banana is really distinctive in terms of growth, in terms of how robust it can be in comparison to sexy banana. But in terms of leaf tips, the leaf tips are very similar, like I said, to the Rorida species of Sansevieria. This one's still the same. Before you end up with the very sharp leaf tip, you'd end up with some a sort of a tube-like form before you can reach the sharp tip. And this is actually the leaf form of Sansevieria fat banana versus the leaf form of Sansevieria sexy banana. In terms of leaf texture, it's just the same, folks. So a little rough on the side, leaf canals same, leaf canals the same. So I would say that perhaps they are cultivars of species that were grown in the garden, and they are very similar to the Rorida species of Sansevieria. So folks, I will be ending this episode from this point. So if I have forgotten something to discuss or mention, you can always leave a comment below so that I can answer it whenever I could. Or if you have any suggestions, you can leave a comment as well. So for now, folks, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching again, and you all have a great day.